Have you ever held a coin in your hand and wondered what stories it might tell? What if I told you a simple $quarter from 1988 could be worth as much as $222 million today? It sounds incredible, but sometimes the rarest treasures are hiding in plain sight. Today on Coin Discovery Old Zone, we're diving deep into the fascinating history of this coin 1988 Washington $quarter. A coin you might just find in your change jar with a story that could change your life. Let's begin with the man on the front. The 1988 $quarter features the image of George Washington, the first president of the United States, whose profile has been on the quarter since 1932. This design was initially created by sculptor John Flanagan to commemorate Washington's 200th birthday. But by 1988, the coin had become more than just a piece of currency. It was a symbol of American history, freedom, and pride. The reverse side of the 1988 quarter still carried the heraldic eagle with outstretched wings, holding arrows and an olive branch, a classic American motif representing strength and peace. This design would soon be retired in 1999 when a 50-state quarters program began. So the 1988 version marks one of the final chapters of a long-standing design legacy. While millions of these quarters were minted for circulation, not all were created equal. Most 1988 quarters are still worth face value, about 25 cents. But a few rare variants, struck under unusual conditions or with minting errors, have captured the attention of serious collectors. And that's where things get interesting in numismatics. Even the smallest variation, a double die, a misalignment, or a planchet error, can make a huge difference in value. Some 1988 Washington quarters were struck with such precision anomalies that they have become holy grails for collectors, with bidding wars breaking out at major coin auctions. Imagine finding a coin where the letters are slightly doubled or where the mint mark was stamped in the wrong place. These errors aren't just mistakes, they're treasures. One such example, a 1988 quarter with a dramatic double die obverse and a rare mint mark misplacement, reportedly fetched $1.4 million at a private auction. That's the power of rarity. When only one or two examples of a flawed coin are known to exist, their value skyrockets. But it's not just about the money. It's the thrill of the hunt, the joy of discovery, and the connection to a historical moment frozen in time. 1988 was a transitional year for U.S. coinage. The U.S. Mint was experimenting with materials, quality control, and production processes. This led to a few batches of coins with unusual features. Some quarters from the Philadelphia or Denver mints have shown off-center strikes, clipped planchets, or ghosted images, all of which now sit in premium collections. But how do you know if your 1988 quarter is worth a fortune? The first step is to inspect it under a magnifying glass. Look closely at the lettering, especially around "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the date. Look for any doubling, smearing, or unusual spacing. Next, flip the coin and examine the eagle. Are the feathers clear and sharp, or do they appear blurred or misaligned? Even small imperfections can turn a common coin into a collector's dream. And don't forget the mint mark. If it's missing or oddly placed, you might be holding something truly rare. It's also worth paying attention to the surface of the coin. Some 1988 quarters were struck on experimental planchets, blanks that weren't intended for quarter production. These coins can have unusual colors, weights, or textures. If your coin feels slightly lighter or heavier than normal, it's worth having it weighed. Professional grading can take your coin to the next level. Services like PeaceGS or NGC can authenticate your coin and give a condition grade. A high-grade 1988 quarter with a verified error can command staggering prices at auction, even if it's not the million-dollar variety. But remember, value isn't just measured in dollars. These coins are time capsules, linking us to our history and the hands that passed them before us. Holding a 1988 quarter is like touching a piece of the past, and sometimes that past contains secrets waiting to be discovered. The next time you receive change at the store or dig through a coin jar, take a closer look. That humble quarter might be far more valuable than you think. And with a little knowledge and a sharp eye, you could be the next lucky collector to find a fortune hiding in your pocket. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1988 Washington quarter dollar, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Coin Discovery Old Zone. We've got plenty more stories where this came from, coins that changed history, rare errors you can find, and tips to help you become a master collector. Leave a comment below if you've ever found a rare coin, or if you have this coin quarter dollar in 1988 Washington, United States coin history.